Today, ladies and gents, is a banger of a video. I've got a lot planned to show you. Hi. Yep, this is me. It's finally time I get my face in these videos, as why not? So, lucky you. You see this? This is what I'm showing off today. Basically, if you didn't read the title, I made Minecraft in 2D. Why?
Why? Why? Because we f***ing can! Because we f***ing can! And if we can, we do!
Also, this is what I'm going to do to your phone if you don't subscribe right now. We are so close to hitting 1,000 subs, so please do subscribe if you do enjoy the video. Hey guys, Blakey here and welcome back to another video. I hope you're all having a lovely day. I for one am having a grand day as I can finally tell you about the story of how I made Minecraft in 2D. Now, if you don't know, Minecraft is a sandbox open world infinite game with extensive crafting, building and a mob that I hate the most out of all video games in this world. Those things. Anyway, I built a simplified version of this using the same textures, gameplay style and mechanics, just flat. Because it's about time I level up my skills, and also these look so cool. Now I will say the game you see today is, like I said, a simplified version as to try and stick to a somewhat regular upload schedule. I didn't implement a crafting or inventory system as I was on holiday for a week, so I just haven't had the time. However, most other systems are in place for a simple 2D Minecraft. Let's go. Now, step 1 in this monumental task, build a procedurally generated terrain. How do I do that? Well, I had the help of a small YouTuber known as Erin Khan, or I don't know how you say his name, but props to this guy. Go and check him out for terrain generation. His style of generation worked best for me, so credit to him for that. So now we can actually get to step 1 of our mission, and that was to figure out how on earth purling noise can be implemented into our brand new project. For smart people, purling noise is a type of gradient noise created by mathematical equations and often creates smooth textures or visualizations, such as Minecraft terrain. For not so smart people, purling noise can do this. With this information, we started off by creating a texture out of purling noise, and this is what we use to base our terrain off of. The first concept of this was creating a set of tiles which are variables for where tiles should be generated, and these are defined using the purling noise texture. So even at this early stage, it does look quite smooth. Don't worry if this sounds confusing, I'm just as confused as you are. Honestly, I stopped listening to myself before I even started talking. But hey, it looks pretty cool, right? Now we need to grab our terrain and do this to make it a bit more accurate. So we use some new variables and some Harry Potter spells to go and give ourselves some nice flat land, which makes much more sense. Now, as you can see, we can change the style of the world we want to build each time, as it creates a new random seed every time of the details we've given it. And that is the foundations for our terrain generation in place. So now it's time to make it look a little less like this and more like this. So all I did to start off with was give each square a blank stone sprite stolen straight out of Minecraft, sticking true to theme, and just ensuring it was seamless and there was no visual issues, which there wasn't, which is always a surprise in these videos. Now I knew we could input sprites, it was time to use some code to check where the top few layers were and shove in some dirt instead of stone, in the same way Minecraft does. And after some fine tuning and following the same path for grass, although I used the wrong texture for grass, it does look a bit stinky right now, I will admit, but not to worry because I do fix this. We had ourselves a couple different sprites in our terrain. Now, Minecraft terrain has one thing that is always a comfort to us players when you first open a game. Trees. We love these. They are our saving grace when starting a game, so of course I couldn't miss out on tree generation. So I just used random.range to check for trees and spawn them on a low chance, and this spruced up our terrain nice. Anyway, so trees are now spawning, so we could add up all the leaves and that other jazz so it actually looked like a tree. I then wanted to add some leaves on top of the grass to make it feel more natural. Alright, maybe one too many leaves. Better, much better. Now, we're making a game called Minecraft, so we do need to be able to mine. So that is what we're going to do next. Essentially, we check through the list of all of these tiles that we have, and wherever our mouse is, where we click, if there's a tile there, we'll remove it firstly from the world, then the list of tiles that we have, and then we remove it as a game object so we can save up in space, and that means later on we can place a tile in that same spot and the game will recognise there wasn't a tile there first. So let's give this a little test. And right, so it is a little wonky. I think my mouse might be drunk, but it's fine. We'll fix that in a bit. So we now have a terrain with caves, sprites, trees, and grass. And that's basically Minecraft finished, right? Not quite. We still have a few more bits to do before we can quite call this Minecraft, but you know, we're getting there. Firstly, that is getting our boy Steve into the scene. Now, Steve is the name of the main character if you didn't know. So I grabbed a 2D sprite and I made the Wish version of Steve on a sprite. And, you know, hey, it's good enough, it works. I dropped our boy onto the scene to make sure he interacted with terrain correctly, and sure enough, and sent him to the void nice and smoothly. Sorry, Steve, but that is a win in my book, son. Some would say I treated Steve unfairly, and to that I say fine, let's bring him to life so he can make his own decisions. Well, it's still me, but I gave the man his own animations we created, and with a little code, he should be able to do what the fuck. This is the most cursed thing I've ever seen. What? Wait. Could it be Hero Brian? No? Just me creating bad code? Yeah, thought so. Right, well, there's no time to laugh at me because I fixed it and I have proof. Look, here we are. It works. And his little arm even swings out after he breaks a block. Even if he does miraculously break it from 50 blocks away. Now that is the breaking part done. But now we have to be able to build. So how do we do that? Well, we generate a tile in place of the mouse position. And because we add this tile to our list of the world tiles, it has the same attributes as the others such as collision, meaning our boy Steve can interact with it straight away just like the real game. Now for this video, you can only place down stone blocks, but if you want to see me take this game a step further, let me know in the comments to add more Minecraft-y stuff. But anyway, now the game is coming together with breaking, building and interaction. Now let's fix that range issue where Steve is God mode and you know, bring the man back down to earth. So this is really simple. We just create an integer, check if the mouth is further away from that, and if so, well, we take away his arms. Well, not actually, that would be cruel, but the man just can't build or break. Now let's make some tile drops. Now in this game, they won't be able to be picked up for the sake of getting a video out at some point this year. However, they do float away and are interactable. Well, at this point anyway. So let's go ahead and give it a try and see how it... Oh, holy Jesus, why is there so many? Oh Lord, our boy's floated. Oh my Lord, he's going away with his people. To the land of the block. Goodbye, Steve. I will always miss you, sir. He's too powerful for this land. I think a zombie is fit for the next step now. So I grabbed ourselves a zombie sprite, made another simple animation for it, and gave it a simple script to give off the illusion that the zombie is roaming the land, just to add a tad more realism to our little project. And it does the job we needed, so while he does that, I'm going to go to our script and give Steve a limited number of lives, as well as a cool death system where his head just pops off and rolls when he runs out of lives. And as always, this is working brilliant. Right. One too many heads maybe. Oh, there we go. Second time lucky is a very real thing on this channel. Anyway, this does look really cool now and adds a cool little flair to our project. Now the finishing touches for this project were some clouds and a simple camera follow so the levels can be extended technically infinitely with the terrain system, and the final scene ended up coming out pretty nice for our attempt at creating Minecraft in 2D. Granted, it might not be perfect and is missing many features, but for a project that was collectively worked on for about a week, it is pretty good in my books. Like I said, if you want to see me extend this project, do let me know. And of course, lads, if you haven't subscribed, please do, as always, we are so close to that 1,000 sub mark, and it would mean the world to me if we could reach it. I feel like I've been saying this for like 30 videos now, so surely we'll get there soon, at some point this decade, boys. But anyway, lads, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'll thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.
Look at this shit. Fuck! Fuck!
Fuck this shit. Came in this fucking room and everything went fucking bad. Fuck this shit, man.